we have a new project. Can you believe it? I knew this was going to happen a long time ago. And I must say that I'm happy that the exterior door opens to the outside here. And that's okay with me. And I put in this Larson, I think, door. I always put a sticker on your door so people won't run into it. I think I've said that like 97 times. But I do love this setup, but I always knew there was going to be a problem. Now, I put this wood floor down myself. I still have the tool down in the barn, that little angle nailer, and I did not use pneumatics. I used my own upper body strength. But I knew when I did this it was going to be a problem sooner or later, and it's somewhere between sooner and later, I don't know. But you can tell the sweeping mark there. That doesn't really bother me. But what bothers me is some of the wood floor is on the outside. See it down there at the bottom? See it? And I did not ever expect that to be a problem. But it is a problem. Although the porch is covered, rain gets and hits that. So my plan, I don't like doing old work, but I'm going to have to. And you can tell there where I spilled some PVC purple primer and it messed up the floor anyway. But I'm going to get Rex the Wonder Tool, the cutting, the DeWalt thing, and I'm going to mark this very carefully, and I'm going to tile this. Now, you ask yourself, why would you want to do that? Well, it's just going to make a nice little landing. This is a funky little area back here. Oh, it was so horrible because I have glass door here, glass door here, but that was a solid door. Boy, it was as dark and dank and awful as it could be. Now, my original idea was to just go with a white tile and come on down here with it and do my little blue stripe trick that I love so much. I know I'm cooking and cleaning and stuff. See my little blue tile trick? And I love doing that. But then I got some advice, and I'm willing to listen. See, this is my bathroom. See the blue stripe thing. And I was going to do that, and then there's my new bug light. And then I kind of got talked out of it because I was in real estate for a long time. It seemed like forever. But the one thing that you don't really want to do is have, and I've only sold one house, and I've sold bunches of houses where you had 3 kinds of floor that were visible from the front door, and it wasn't far from where I lived. And it is something in your soul goes, ouch. There's something wrong with that. So I'm going to try to make this a little bit more fluid between here and the wood floor. And I'm running kind of a risk here of doing this, but I want to make like a little curve here, and I want to go over to here somehow. Now, I went to my local getting spot, and I've kind of found something that I liked. And then I was talking to one guy, and he said, well, we have to order that. It takes 7 days. And then the other guy said, oh, no, we just had some come back. Those 5 boxes right there have, I know, I'm recycling. I've been busy. So I've got this tile, and I'm going to do it this way. Now, this is the way you stagger them, and you do have to measure these things. So I'm going to do these here. So that means I've got to take the floor out, and I'm going to have to figure out the distance between the subfloor and these things, and put some underlayment down and all that other stuff. That's okay with me, because as all of us who do wood floors know, at the beginning and end of the wood floor run, you can't use that angle nailer anymore. You have to face nail. So when the sun comes in here sometime in the daytime, it just cracks and pops and makes all kind of terrible noises. So this is going to do 2 things. We're going to get rid of this cracky, poppy, terrible noise, or 3 things actually. And we're going to make this a nicer landing. 4 things. And we're going to get rid of the wood out there, and we're going to have a nice dry, as Mrs. Blanding said in Mr. Blanding's builds his dream house, a nice dry landing here. And I use the front door a lot. I'm not going to do anything with the front door landing. I'm going to leave that alone. But anyway, back to the point. So the one dude said, got to order it. Other dude said, we got some that just came back. And they did not want to stock this at the store because they didn't have anywhere to put it, because it was sort of, all they had was a display, a vertical display. And so they were wanting to get rid of this stuff. So that's more than I need, but I'll do something else with it. And the Redneck Spa is going okay, but I wish I'd have done better on the tile work there. I didn't understand what was going to, but I understand now. But anyway, this is going to be kind of cool, and I'm looking forward to doing this project. So let's pick these up, and I'm going to take that out right there, and gotta be careful, tile on tile, like substances. And I'm going to get probably a piece of tape and a string and make this radius, circle radius here. Ugh! And I'm going to be working on these tiles a long time getting that circle radius going. But I'm going to try. And this is going to be your standard kind of a grout job. So let's get started in about 3 days. We'll get started. So we're going to do some setup here. We're going to mark the arc. See that mark through here? Let's just use this. Use something right here. So I want to copy that arc. Rex the Wonder Tool. And I want to make that arc be right here. So how are we going to do that? Well, first thing we're going to do is we're going to close that outside door, because I'm probably going to be using this door a lot. So, and it's 95 degrees out there. Looks like it's going to rain, but I'll show you how I'm going to do this. You can do it however you want to. Now, what I've done here is I have put this corner of the paper on the line and this corner of the paper on the line. And so now we're going to open the door. And I'll show you what happens here. That's pretty close. It's close enough. Okay, so what you do here is you get your pencil and it's kind of working. Oh. See that right there? I got a little bit of an ant attack here. But this gives me the art that I'm sort of looking for. And it doesn't have to be perfect. But so yeah, I've had an attack of these sugar ants. I mean, I've gotten rid of most of them. But there was one made it. When I pull this floor up, I'm gonna soak it with some ant block stuff. You know, whatever. Guess I need to get a bunch of ant block, go around the house, don't I? See if I can get to the queen, because apparently that's not working. So I got to get this up. I think that'll be okay. I got it lipped under that tile, so that I'll be able to move that out. That'll be nice. I don't know. I have to think about that. Every little inch here has value, so I have to think about it. So there's my arc. So automotive masking tape. Well, that would be me, wouldn't it? So I want it to come to right about there. Okay. So we're going to go to this board right here. We're going to start by taking out this board. I'm not going to be able to salvage much of this wood. I've got some extra down in the barn. So if I run into problems, I'll be okay. So we're going to go, probably just do this with your finger. Yeah, I can feel it, if nothing else. But it's going to be right about to there. Okay, so now I'm going to get a razor and I'm going to cut this, and then I'm going to mark this with like a Sharpie or something, and cut behind the line a little bit, and then this. So let's do that. Okay, this is going to be fun. Okay, so we've got this cut. We can remove this now. Don't stick this on, I guess up there's okay, because it won't pull the grain off. So now I've got this, and so I've got an arc here that's decent, and I'm going to come up to this piece of wood. So when I get the Wonder Tool out, this isn't as archy as I thought it was going to be. Now, should I just go to there? No, I think I want to go all the way up to here. And I'll tell you why in a second. That's going to line up right here. See, that's going to come right along here. Kind of almost want to think about going to this one, but I'm going to think this process through with you. Okay, now we can see the wear pattern is up to here, so I don't know. I may kind of freehand that a little bit more. It looks a little bit weird, doesn't it? It didn't look exactly right. Okay, so I think I've got enough to work with. So let's lose this one. Okay, put it up there. So should I lose one more? Yeah, I think I will, because I want to be able to stand in here and close the door. So let's just sort of eyeball this thing. That looks a little better already. And we're going to go to the next level here. And now that we've kind of got our... I just promised I would try to keep in frame better, and I'm not doing it. Just promised it on the video about the TR4. TR4 parts are ordered now. I didn't know they had an upgrade on the rear wheel cylinders, but they're 0.75 inches, and now there's some 0.856s or something. But that's not what we're talking about here, is it? That looks a little better. So the trick is not only cutting the wood to this angle, but also not messing up this piece of wood. I'll probably get Rex and try to... I didn't quite make it, did I? Oh, that was a piece of grain. So you can get lost in this world. Yeah, I got to come to here. And then there's the line right there. And it's going all the way down here, and I lose all that mess I made. So I'm going to take this tile out. Probably would be better taking the door off, but I'm going to try not to do that. I've done that a couple of times for other projects, and it's just sort of a pain. So, okay, I think that looks pretty graceful. All right, so there that is. All right, let's take a look at it from up high. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. So when I come in, let's pretend I'm coming in. Let's play a little pretend. So when I come in, I'll have to step over that a little bit, but I can stand back over here. And yeah, I got my robe on because it's hot. Yeah, I wear a robe. I don't know. I don't think I want to come much more in the kitchen than that. I think that's a nice little landing. And if your shoes are wet or whatever, you'll be okay. Interesting stuff, huh? I think this is my third time trying to get wood floors matched up with tiles in my life. I did it up in Eflin. I did it in a little house in Huntersville. And anyway, all right, so it's not too hard. I'll show you a couple of little tricks. Pretty easy, actually. Okay, I've changed things around a little bit. Let's get this. That's gonna just keep it there. Okay, so I changed that arch a little bit. I'm gonna bring it into the room a little bit more, and we'll be fine. I think that's going to be a little bit better. So I don't know how to include you in on this, but I want you to see the first blow, because my tripod is rather tall, so you won't see much. But I wanted you to see the first blow, so I'm going to put you on a pillow here, so it won't rock your world too much. So I have extremely sensitive eardrums, and so I want to get my noise abatement on. And then sometimes that'll change your pitch when you're talking. No, don't do that to me. All right, so here we go. Ready? You see I got dressed for this. All right. So can you see the first blow? Let's go back a little bit. So yeah, if I can see that. Yeah, okay. Now I'm hoping some of this is face nailed. And I hope I don't break my glass up there. So let's just start right here. This will scare the ants away. I might need something a little... There you go. Well, the first blow is struck. You thought I was kidding, huh? So how much? I think I'm gonna mark. Uh-oh. What happened there? Oh, that's something else. Okay, let's go ahead and mark here so I can kind of keep it in my mind, because I want to, what is that? Oh, it don't matter. I guess I could put these up here. I don't want to go too far, and I can be a little bit brutal with the tools here. All right, let's get back over here. Now, if you don't, you got to get down in there far enough. Let's see how far we are. Yeah, this is oak. No doubt about it. Now, as I remember, I put tar paper under here, so I have to take that up to the underlay. Yeah, I see the tar paper. If you ever put a wood floor down, do that. Put down some roofing felt as a vapor barrier. Okay. Well. Okay, now we can probably go this way in. Okay, now we have started. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this trim work off here and that tile off over there. So now that you have seen the first blow has been struck, and this is no small task getting this stuff out of here. Okay, you want to take a ride? Okay. Now this is covered with poison. So let's put it over there next to the food, okay? Alright, now this will make things easier. So I've got the tile up over there. I only cracked one of them. I don't know if I'm going to use them anyway, but here we go. This is going to answer a couple of questions. See, the question is, see, I was still able to use the angle driver. That's that kind of nail. So, I guess I opened the door and did it. That seems like something I would do. So this stuff's relatively dangerous now, so. Okay. And don't walk around here barefooted. So there's the beginning of it. And so that tells me that I know there's angled nails there. It's okay. Well, let's the next oops, sorry about that. Let's I'm trying to think of a way to cut this. It says wood right there on it, so I may just I think what I'll do is I'll cut way inside, and then that'll give me some leeway for sanding it out. Maybe get my little Metabo air compressor and a sanding wheel and just sand that into place. Woo, that'll make a big dust bomb in here, won't it? I try not to be too messy, but that's okay. Maybe I could just lay down the vacuum cleaner thing. I love that little vacuum cleaner. I put bags in it now. I didn't do that in the beginning, but you can get bags for them kind of cheap. So, works real good. Okay. I'm off my lariat. Okay. That's what they tell me. Woo! Man, this makes a lot of smoke. I bet my smoke detector's going to go off. But I think I'm going to need both hands. Look at that. Whew. So, I think I can just do it. Just go right in and do it. And maybe hand sand it. So I started right here, and it was working so well that I just said, well, I'm just going to freehand it. So let's freehand it. I'm going to turn it off because it's noisy. Okay, Smokey Joe's here. So I took my Wonder Tool and I put a tape mark on it. I need to move it up a little bit. But that'll tell me how far I can go down without going into the subfloor. Wow, I missed it a lot, didn't I? Okay, well, I got plenty of tape. So I'm going to chop this down, and so when I pull this up, I won't damage anything, I hope. Okay, this is going pretty good and looking pretty good. Stuff's hard to cut. Look at all that dust. When you're sitting on the floor and you're causing all this vibration and everything, it's like riding a skateboard with metal wheels. Gotta find a broad. Alright, I know that was pretty bad. Okay, I got lucky. I found some discoloration under the wood, and I found some of these nails to be rusty. So that means that, you know, people coming in, and me included, and water wicks down in there. So this is a good call. This is the go-to door, and the front door has a porch, a deeper porch, and all that other stuff, so it's a little better. But there's some of that purple stuff I spilled, PVC stuff I was talking about. But I'll show you outside when I get done. But I got lucky here because of, you know, I got one of these tiles right here. I might have to get Rex, I don't know. Let's see if we do. Yeah, that's unacceptable to me, although it's just a millimeter. So I'm going to get Rex and cut this bead out of here. And we're just about done. I've been at this less than an hour, and there's how that's turned out. So we'll cut out this. Let's just clean this up, and I'll show you what it looks like cleaned up. Golly, it's going swimmingly. I know what's going to go wrong. Okay, so that takes care of that, and I'll tell you all about it here in a minute. Let's get this out of here. Okay. All right. There you go. Now, gonna leave that door like that so you can see where there's some. Oh, that thing's hitting there. That looks pretty doggone good. I wanted to. I did some fancy tile work. I kind of forgot those back pieces at the threshold plate. I apparently just suckered those full of silicone, because that was the hardest thing I've done so far, is I get, oh, I know, I'm gonna hit the mute button. I don't want you to see what I'm watching anyway. It's a political thing. So here's some of this, I guess I saved a pretty fair amount of it. I was surprised. So here's where the water was soaking through and turning everything bad. So there it goes. Look at all the glue I put in there when I put the floor down. And this back piece was glued. I gotta get a new piece of that. No big deal. But I salvaged a bunch of that. Don't know what in the hell I'll use it for. And I sure can't burn it with those nails in there. You don't want that floating around in your burn pile. And so I don't know how long this video is, but I may end it here. I know I got one more thing I want to do. I got to go get Rex, and let's put this back in here. And I'll do this outside. Put this pin back in, and then I got to go down to the barn and get my keys. I can't believe my smoke detector's not going off, but oh, I got towel down there. Okay, I kind of remembered that. So Rex has smoked her way through this abyss, and so there that goes. So you can see all that burnt stuff down in there. Okay, so let's see, where's that thing? The fabulous 5-in-1 tool, and it really works. Okay, let's get that going. All right, let's shut off the camera. Ooh, big thunderstorm brewing out there. Poor old Mick ain't got no thunderstorms. Okay, so, that don't really matter, it ain't that much. This little corner here, this little pitty goes right there. So hold on, stuff like that, and that'll give me a chance to fix this part right here that I've been wanting to fix too. So, this is what we're gonna do. Let me do a little vacuuming, and I'll show you what we're gonna do. So I can't leave my back door open in the morning now like I like to, because I ain't got nothing to seal on anymore. So this is, I remember to get this out to spray around the edges and under the cabinet and everything. Vacuumed everything up. That looks real good. So this is what you do. You get your towel and you put it right there, and well, let me vacuum up a little bit. Well, I'll do it in a second. I'm just gonna keep rolling tape here. And then all you gotta do, now you want to get to the high part of the tile. I'm noticing that this kind of folds in. Oh, it's always something, isn't it? So I'll just push that stuff over there. I'll vacuum it probably 10 more times before I finally get to doing anything. So my guess is right about there. And I want this to be as true as possible. Let's see if we come to some kind of close approximation. 3/8. Let's see what that was. 3/8 is too much. I kind of want it to be sunken a little bit. I could get a razor blade or something and do something like this, because this really, I'm really exacting about this kind of thing. My big battle, what they call them, gunboats in the way. That ain't helping much. So we're going to say somewhere in there. And you don't have to cut this out perfectly. You can sort of meatball this a little bit. I don't recommend that you do, but you can. I can use my piece of black tar paper I threw out there and use that as a template to cut something out. But this is the standard methodology, and I'm going to say 11:30 seconds. Okay, that's what I'm going to go with. Now the other thing you want to remember too is you're going to have some adhesive on here, and you're going to have multiple layers of adhesive, because I'm going to put down some construction adhesive and then get my pneumatic nailer and come up here and tack it down real good, and just probably put 80 or 100 nails in that, maybe not that many, and just get that as solid as possible. Then you're going to have, that'll bring you up a hair, and then when you put this down, that's going to bring you up a hair. So that's what she's going to look like. So my next project is going to be, and I could use that as a template too, to cut tile. So you'll have to cut one tile kind of here, and then the next tile will have to be stepped in, and then the next tile will come out again to get that going. I think I would, if it was me, I think I would start, this would be my first piece right here. And let's take a look at that. You know, a lot of this is just simple, just laying it out, trying to get it right thing. So we can go down under there a little bit, which I would prefer. Well, maybe not that much. And then now I'm going to mark all these halvesies with a pencil, and then you'll end up here, more or less, and then here, more or less. See, that's not going to be too good because see, you're off right there. So this really does have to be your first piece, and I think I would prefer like, you know, like that, and then build off of this piece. This would be your keystone right here. So 11:30 seconds. Well, at least I got it on film. All right, well, just turn it off. I won't forget. Good thing I got dinner made because I can't get around the kitchen too good. So that's going to be all right. So what happens if you do that? Hey, that'd be wasteful of tile though, wouldn't it? That's pretty close though. And you want a little bit of a gap there. You want, because wood floors are alive, and you want to have that. I might get Rex and clean up that a little bit more. Looks like I got off right there a little bit, and you'll hit some nails and whatnot. Okay, so that's going to be it for this installment, and then we'll make this a multiple parter because it's getting real long. So once again, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I helped some people, and we'll do some other stuff later. I sure have a hard time having fun, don't I? It's kind of nasty back there, but I remember having trouble there. All right, bye-bye.